Hello everybody, it's Mirai here once again, and welcome back to another Ami box that is labeled. And she is labeled so that I knew who was in what box because I got 3 boxes today. I just opened up Rindo from Shokugeki no Soma, her Bikini Bunny figure. Now we are going to open up Miu. And then in the back, we have a Sneaky. So, Miu's been out for a while in China. And she just came out in Japan. I ordered Sneaky, and I paid for her. And then the next day, Miu released it at Ami, so I paid for her separately. They ship separately. Got here today at the same time. So yes, it's a nice 100 size box this time because it is a single 1/6 scale figure. It's not a bunny. Let's go ahead and get her open, and we can tell you her full name and everything. So go ahead and cut the tape. We do have an Ami thank you card. Oh, I'm surprised. I thought this was going to be the junky. I thought it was going to be this one that we got like a week or two ago, but it's not. So yay. We have a nice Amiko and a yukata. And there's a nice kitty cat playing with some butterflies. And she's crouching down. She's got an umbrella. There's flowers. And yeah, it's a nice piece of art. And on the back, she's got a fan blowing on her because it's summer. It is hot. So we'll go ahead and put that thank you card off to the side. And we'll get you open. And there we go. You can see her. So we'll set this off to the side so we can pull her out. She is wrapped in a plastic bag, which we'll just go ahead and remove right away. Fold that over so it doesn't stick to the box. And then we can throw this box over here. Okay. So yes, in front of us we have Nekomata Miu. She's an original character. She is a 1/6 scale figure manufactured by Bibi Buttons. Miu in China released on May 27th of 2025. Ami got her in stock on July 8th of 2025. I ordered her last month on June 8th, 2025. I paid on July 8th. She shipped out on July 14th and got here today on the 18th. Miu wasn't necessarily cheap. She was 23,400 yen, or $169.03. And I paid 6,600 yen, or $47.68 for EMS shipping from Miu. And the top of this box is throwing me off when I'm looking at the camera. It's like, do I have it cut off, or what's going on? But it's just because her name is wrapped around to the top of the box. But anyways, there is Miu from the front. There is Miu from the side. There's the back with all the information and warnings and everything. And that's nice. They actually have it in English as well. We tilt it down. And if you want to read it, you can pause it. And there she is from the side. Nice silhouette of her. There's the top. Got her cat ear headphones. And then there's the bottom. So she is in a nice all plastic box. Some people hate these, some people like them. I am of the opinion that they're nice. It would be good if you're trying to display her in it. You would still have to open her up and take all the plastic and stuff off. But it is what it is. Let's go ahead and cut the seals and get her out. So I know I like this one all the time since she was announced. But I didn't order her for a long time. And I guess there was a controversy because Bibi Buttons kind of changed her design midway. But I still think she looks good. And she's got some very well sculpted belly areas. And basically, she's well sculpted everywhere. So that's why I decided to buy her. So we'll go ahead and pull her out. There are some instructions. The back and bottom of the box, there's like a kind of a star pattern. It's gradients out, and then there's a bunch of little squares and circles and everything. So we'll set that box off to the side. And there is Miu in her blister, and a bonus just fell out the back. We'll look at that in a second. We'll look at her instructions. We'll do a normal zoom so we can read. So you got her and the base. She pegs onto the base, and she's assembled. And then you can also take her hot pants off. So it looks like there's some pegs on the sides. And then you peel them off, and then you have her booty out. So yay, that's the instructions. The little bonus that she comes with, I'm just opening it up real quick. And then there's more to open. So, come on. Come on. So we've got a spring with some double-sided tape on the top and the bottom. So you can guess it's going to be kind of a bobblehead type thing. And then there is a little acrylic standee. It's got a little base. So you can stick this onto the spring and have it be a bobblehead standee, or you can not put it on the spring. Go ahead and pull out. There is the base for the acrylic standee. It does look like there's some protective plastic on the one side. Let's see if we can get that peeled off. Come on. I know this is the absolutely most riveting thing in the world. Got it started. I just need to get a grip on it. There we go. Go ahead and set that down, and we'll pull the standee up. Again, this does have some more protective plastic on it. So, you know what? I'm not going to make you suffer through this. I'll be right back. Told you I'd be right back. So, and I won't deprive you completely of the peel, but there we go. So there is the acrylic standee. She's got the little Nexus earring, and she's in chibi mode. So we'll go ahead and put her into the slot on the base. Apply some downward force and make some horrible noises. And there she is assembled. And then, like I said, you can stick her to the spring if you want. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to set this off to the side so that we can focus on the figure. Get this plastic off the side and throw it away. So there is Nekomata Miu. So there she is from the front. She's got some foam covering her cleavage. There she is from the side. And from the back. And the other side. And back to the front. So let's go ahead and lay her down. Do see some tape to cut. So go ahead and cut that. Spin around, cut the tape on this side. And we'll pop her open. So she pops open nice and easy. At least my copy did. Pull out her base. The base is a thick acrylic disc. And it's got some like foil wrap on it that makes it iridescent. And it's got a strong smell, and you can see my face, you can see yourself, so yay. Not sure what this says, probably Nekomata Miu. It says Nebula, copyright T-Track, Bibi Buttons, all rights reserved. And it does look like there's some protective plastic on it, but people on MFC have said that is not actually protective plastic, that is the foil. So we will not be peeling the base. And I keep flashbanging you with some scary faces. Someone will be happy to see that. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull Miu out. Okay, she's got plastic wrapped around her, the foam. Go ahead. Looks like she just has the one sheet of plastic. And then her tail has a bag and a piece of foam. And that is Miu de-plastic. So we'll set her down and put the blister out of the way. And we shall have a look. So first thing I want to see, will she stand on her own? She seems to be a bit back heavy. And the shoes feel like they're a little rounded on the bottom, so she is not going to stand on her own. But anyways, there is her face. It's got some nice blue hair. She's got some decals in it, so you've got some stripes. Got some darker colors. You got some lighter colors. She has a strong plastic smell. Her fingernails are painted. This hand, they're all purple. And this hand, again, they're all purple, but she does have some pink rings. At least one pink ring. She does have her Nexus earring. That does seem a little... kind of seems like it's backwards. But it is what it is. So she does have a top on, which is very tiny. It's basically just a choker, and then it wraps around her boobs. Well, around her armpits, I should say. And she's got a bikini top covering her breasts. She does have some welded cleavage, but the weld is so deep that you can't really tell. Got the glorious strap gap in the front, but the sides, it is put directly onto her breast. She's got some detailed armpits going on back there. She's got a kind of a futuristic jacket on, so it says Nebula. It's like glossy white, but then it's got some pink shading on it and everything. And it's got some clear sleeves, so you can see her arms poking through on the insides. She does have some robotic cat ears. She's smiling. She's got very well sculpted belly. Lots of detail there. You got the belly line, you got the belly button, you got the rib cage, you got the abs and the folds on the flanks of her, and the folds around where her bikini bottoms are really digging it. If we go to the back, again, she has the pink and darker blue stripes in her hair. Top of the head looks pretty clean. And we do see she's got like a spine protector, kind of a robotic spine protector. So it's got some links and everything. And it goes down her back, covering her spine line. And that is where her Nekomata tails come out of. Her two tails, which actually come out of one stalk. She does have some... I guess that is how they solve the problem of not having pockets. They just put some clear baggy pouches. Her belt is that gradient from the blue to the purple, and then back to blue and back to purple. We do see the zipper area and everything. She has a blue thigh band hiding the seam line there. She's got some pretty detailed knees, and I could tell that because I can feel them. From the side, she's got quite the booty going on. And there's the booty from the other side. Backs of her knees. She's got some good calves. And she has some big, giant, chunky sneakers. They appear to be laced with Velcro. Maybe they're slip-on sneakers, and those are like rubber laces. Stretchy laces. She's got treads on the bottom of her feet. Back, you have the little pull cords to help get them on. And then you got the little clear jelly insoles, or not insoles, but soles of the figure or whatever. I'm just rambling. She is very, very good looking. And then if we spin back to the back, we do see a gap there and kind of the pegs. Again, not perfectly lined up. So it's just inviting me to unpeg it, and just fold and work down. And be careful with her tail, because I don't believe the tail is removable. So there we go. Gonna set her down. There's what the crotch of the shorts looks like. And there are the pegs, and then the peg holes. I was worried it was going to peg together like this, but this should be a little bit easier to get on and off if you so desire. And how will you know if you so desire? Well, let's take a look. So she has very, very small bikini bottoms on. Basically a double-sided thong. So, and you've got the flesh definitely peeking out the sides because there is very little cloth actually covering her crotch. But she is covered. It is a quote-unquote safe for work figure. I don't think it's very safe for work. Maybe I'll even age restrict this just because of that. And I just noticed, like on her sides, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there is shading on the folds of her flesh and where it's dented in. Got very nice booty on her. Yeah. So let's see. Let's get her on the base. I have seen that this is not necessarily the easiest thing to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin the camera so that it's not 100% in my face. I shall work on getting her feet on. Not sure if it's going to be in frame, but I need to pay attention to what I need to pay attention to. Okay, so as we get her foot on, you can see her other foot isn't necessarily lined up. So not only do we have to spread the legs a little bit, we have to twist the foot. So I'm going to get the big heel peg in first. Now I'll twist the foot, and there we go. So that wasn't horrible, but it is something to be informed of. So the one foot goes on nice and easy, and then you just have to fiddle just a little bit to get the other foot on. So now that we've done that, we can focus back on Nekomata Miu on the turntable, and we shall do a spin. And yeah, she looks really good without her shorts on. I think she looks even better with the shorts on, but I know some people prefer their figures as cast off as possible. Anyways, there she is from the front and the side and the booty shots. She is very, very well sculpted and, in my opinion, very well painted as well. Some people don't care for the changes they made to the face, which I really don't know what changes were made. I just know some were, and I think it's mostly the way the hair lays. But anyways, let's go ahead and do a 3x zoom, and we shall spin her face. It's got very pretty eyes, I think. You got the blue, you got some purple, and some magenta, and you got the whites of her eyes. She's got the ring in her iris. It's got some nice eyelashes. And she's got some nice short hair. It's sculpted quite nicely and painted very well, I think. A cute little smile on her face. Now let's adjust the camera a bit, and we shall spin her chest region. She has quite large boobs, again sculpted very nicely, and she is definitely showing off a lot of skin. And I wasn't sure if I liked the metallic robotic spine protector, but you don't really see it from the front, and it's a nice little futuristic detail, really. So now we'll go ahead and tilt down to her crotch region, and we shall do another spin of this once we get her shorts back on. But yeah, nice detailed belly button and just entirely belly region. V-zone, that is a very small bikini bottom. Very good booty cheeks on her. go ahead and zoom out and spin her legs. And I like the effect of the base and how like you can see the reflection of her and the iridescence of it. It's a nice looking base, I think. And then I like how they made the two tails come out of the one stalk. I've started wondering, you know, like the nine-tailed foxes, just what that attachment point would really look like. Like, what's its bone structure and everything. But it is what it is. It's one of those strange thoughts I've had. So anyways, there is Miu with her shorts off. And then I think we should be able to get them back on without taking her off the base. So let's go ahead and bring her closer. And then we'll unpeg the shorts, go through her legs, and just work our way up. I believe that should be good. And just apply some pressure to try to get the pegs into the holes. And we'll do the same on this side. So this one's a little bit more difficult because her jacket's in the way. And at least with mine, it wasn't lined up perfectly in the first place, so it's kind of deformed itself a bit. But that's good enough. Again, I'm not going to display her from the back, so I'm not going to see these seam lines. But there is that. We'll go ahead and do the 3x zoom of her booty with the shorts on. And yeah, I like this solution to not having pockets. just put some pouches on, yeah. But she has very good skin tone to her, and I really like the shading that they've done. It's not in your face super obvious, but it is there. So we'll go ahead and do a 1x zoom, and we shall do a spin of her fully assembled and fully clothed. Yeah, I think she is very cute. This is a good purchase in my opinion. She is, I mean, at $160 she is expensive. So I can see if you don't want to get her, but I can also see if you do want to get her. I think she's still in stock at AmiAmi, but I don't know. I haven't looked recently. But anyways, this is Nekomata Miu. She is an original character. 1/6 scale figure manufactured by Bibi Buttons. She released in China on May 27th of 2025. AmiAmi got her in stock on July 8th of 2025. I paid 23,400 yen, or $169.03 for her. She also comes with a little acrylic standee, and she also comes with a little spring with double-sided tape, so you can have the acrylic standee turn into a bobblehead. So yeah, that's Nekomata Miu. I hope you enjoyed. I've got a sneaky to open still. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.